Gets inside. Tough shot. It goes. And the foul. Anthony Jones with the dagger. Remaining. Brunson at three. Bang! Jalen Brunson does it again.
OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby. The New York Knicks just pulled the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. I do not know where to even begin by just saying OG Anunoby. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Yo, that game was intense, man. Oh my God. The New York Knicks are now one win away from winning an NBA title. One win away from winning an NBA title. The greatest comeback in NBA history in the finals by 29. The Knicks, oh my God, did that just happen? Did that just happen? Did that just happen? What is life? Oh my God, magical in the Garden, man. The Knicks look dead in the water. Dead in the water. Then they kept creeping and creeping and creeping and creeping. Then they would cut it to 15. Then they would do some turnovers and the Spurs, would push it back up to 20. And I'm like, man, if they can get this thing down to single digits, we got a shot. We just had a 22-point comeback against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the fourth quarter. And now the New York Knicks just did it in the fucking NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Are you kidding me? I am at lost for words, ladies and gentlemen. But it has happened. Your New York Knicks are now one win away from winning an NBA championship. I cannot believe what the magical destiny, the magical season, man. OG Anunoby. Brunson, I thought that looked good. OG Anunoby came out of nowhere. He was the one who inbounded the basketball. Sprinting to the rim, to the hoop, right bounce, right time. OG Anunoby, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. How did we just do the unthinkable? The New York Knicks just, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Let's go. Oh my God, yo. Shout out to the chat, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to TikTok. Hit that follow button. Subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks, man, come back from 29 down. 29 down. Spurs dead in the water in the second half. Let me lower my mic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm guys. Do you get? I'm yelling tonight, man. This is a yelling type of night, man. I don't think you could take me out of my. I don't think you could take me out of my high right now. For that just to happen 20 minutes ago in the Garden, in the Mecca, When I'm sitting on my couch depressed for majority of the game, I'm depressed. I'm like, oh my God, what happened to this team? But then you never give up on this team. That's why you never count this New York Knicks team out. Whether it's by 30, 29, 35, the game is never over. The game is never over for the New York Knicks. Some people in the chat said they stopped watching. They stopped watching. Oh my, you just missed the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Are you not entertained? Are you not freaking entertained, man? Oh my God. Yo, Wemby! Wemby! Are we in your head now, bro? Are we in your head now, bro? If you want to do this, shout out to Mitch. If you want to do this, you gotta win. Are we in your head now, Wemby? Are we in your head now, bro? 3-1 headed back to San Antonio. The job is not done, but ladies and gentlemen, all the talk now is going to be, how do the Spurs recover from that? How do they recover from that? How do you recover from that? The Spurs are a great team. They soiled themselves in the second half. They let go of the gas pedal, and the New York Knicks just took it from them. Took it from them. Got a win in Madison Square Garden. Protected the crib like they were supposed to do. Because losing 2 games in the Garden would have been brutal. But your New York Knicks are now up 3-1 in the NBA Finals. And what is life, man? What is life? Shout out to the chat. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Oh, man, I am on cloud 9 right now. This game ball has to be the OG Anunoby. I can give it to multiple people, but it has to go to OG and a freaking Nobi. I said prior to this game, man, I said in my head, I'm like, yo, you know what? Brunson, Cat, yeah, it needs to be more involved. But you know who has dominated the San Antonio Spurs and they literally have no answer for him? Thank you, Toronto, by the way. It's OG Anunoby. 33 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 7 of 9 from 3, 6 of 6 at the line, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 amazing putback to put the Knicks up 3-1 in the series. And ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. Man, I can't. I was literally shaking in my living room, man. I'm sitting there watching the game with my wife and my newborn. Like I had to scream, but he was chill about it. He was sitting in his little, seat. He was chill about it. I had to scream. I had to. How do you not? How do you not? Like this. If there's any fan base in the world that deserves this right now, it's Knicks fans, man. Wow. Wow. You even saw the faces of everyone in the front row. Stunned. Like, how? How did that happen? What just happened? Steinfeld, how? What just happened? Taylor Swift is sitting there jumping up and down the Knicks cheerleader tonight. How does that happen? I'm jealous of those people who attended tonight's game because you just witnessed one of the greatest NBA Finals game in history. You just witnessed one of the greatest NBA Finals game in history. Just to think, first half, the Spurs are kicking our ass, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking our ass, man. First quarter, Karl-Anthony Towns picks up 2 fouls. One of them shouldn't have been called. They reviewed it. They gave him 2 fouls. And ever since that point, the New York Knicks just were stuck in mud. Stuck in mud. You can blame the referees. Their offense wasn't working. The Spurs are playing good defense. Spurs were hitting everything in that first half. Everything in that first half. Right? And you're sitting there as a Knicks fan, you're sitting there going at the halftime. Your man Wu-Tang is performing at the halftime. Maybe Wu-Tang, maybe they can give us some good luck, man. Maybe they can give us some good luck. Right? And third quarter rolls around and the Knicks just kept creeping in that lead, man. And once the Knicks, once they start to get a rhythm, once Jalen Brunson starts to get a rhythm, it's on from there. And that's exactly what happened, man. There was a lot of momentum killers in this game as well, which I thought I was going to come on here and like preach about, but all that is null right now because this New York Knicks team has shown in the entire postseason there is no quit in this group. There is no quit. There is no lay down. You could try to lay us down. You could laugh on the sideline. They could point to your head saying, we're in your head. No, reverse uno, Wemby. We're in your freaking head now, boy. And you picked up a flagrant. You should have had another one in game 3. You should be suspended for game 5. But here we are. That's okay. Play. I don't care. Fair game. Dis Rover in the chat says, we are relentless. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Appreciate the members in here. Isaiah, Jen, appreciate you guys in the chat. Appreciate, sorry, like I'm just in awe right now. Yuri with the super chat. Appreciate you, Yuri, with the super chat. Hold up. The greatest comeback in NBA history. It was a team effort. Team effort. They never gave in. They came all the way back, 29 down, fought against the refs, fought against everybody. And here we are, man. Here we are. One win away from what? Oh my God. I know. One win away. That's it. One win. Oh my God. If you go back and look at this finals tape, if you go back and look at the DVD of hopefully the Knicks 2025-2026 NBA championship, this game 4 will go down in history. This game 4 will go down in a where were you type of sense. Where were you when you watched this? Were you in the building? I was there. I wasn't there. What were you doing? You will always remember the exact point, the exact situation, the exact scenario, whether it's in your house, at a watch party. You would always remember this moment if we win one more. These games are so crucial. These games are like detail. It's the details. And I was going to come on here if Josh Hart, the details at the end of the game, had a nice defensive possession that made up for it. Ball watching, missed the layup. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, no. But the basketball gods touched the hand of OG Anunoby, and he has just been unstoppable. And ladies and gentlemen, if we win one more, OG Anunoby is the freaking finals MVP. Right? If we win one more, and we will win one more. Oh my God. Appreciate you, Lamar. Appreciate the chat, man. Shout out to the chat, man. You guys are incredible. I'm back doing live streams. As you all know, wifey and I, well, my wife had a newborn. We had a beautiful baby boy. He's upstairs awake, and he's witnessing this, and I'm jealous because all he knows is Knicks glory. And my daughter too. She stayed up. It was just a night where you would always remember, like always. And I'm like, look, I can't even talk. I can't even talk, man. So many shout outs tonight, man. Shout out to Brunson finally finding it, figuring it out in that fourth quarter, right? After he couldn't do anything, right? Brunson couldn't really do anything, especially in the first half. Spurs are smothering this dude. But you know what Jalen Brunson does? He always figures it out. Our captain always figures it out. There's never a point in which I don't trust this man. And yes, he took the 3 that looked good and he missed, right? And the possession prior, he passed it to Cat passed it to him. Knicks got fortunate with the, who was it? I think it was OG that sprinted back too on Fox, and he missed. This is the greatest game of OG Anunoby's career. Literally. I'm not even talking about point total wise. Like, the greatest game. Knicks call timeout, And shout out to Mike Brown. Bridges wasn't working tonight. Jose Alvarado, man, another ball handler in that fourth quarter. Spurs didn't know what to do with that. Alvarado just cuts in the defense. He hits a big three in a corner. Jose plays, and I love that, he's sticking up for Jalen Brunson. He said that's not going to happen again, and what did he do? Like, he tried to pick up Wemby. He didn't really pick him up, but they didn't call a flagrant foul on that, so okay, we move on. But you send the message that way. Mitch sent the message. Alvarado sends a message. This is what I wanted to see tonight. Sending the message with the win feels even better, right? To Wembanyama. Sending the message with the win. Justice served cold. TA says, Wemby, I think it's the Knicks that got in your head. Oh my God! Like I'm on cloud nine right now. Shout out to Alvarado again. Circling back to Alvarado, right? Just that extra ball handler in that fourth quarter. Just that extra energizer to split the defense, and even those rub screen, like just that little change that Mike Brown made in that fourth quarter, pivotal. Cat hits Cat hits this wild corner three, falling out of bounds. Carl-Anthony Towns hits a wild corner three, and I'm like, oh my God, like, are we actually doing this? Loud and clear, man. Shout out to you for gifting the memberships. You're incredible, man. Shout out to Loud and Clear in the chat, man. W's up for Loud and Clear. Think we got another super chat to get to. Gail with the 20. Let's go. Oh, my God. Congrats to you and your wife. Knicks did it. The BB gods were with us. They can't cheat us out of a win. One more. Knicks fans, one more. I can't, we're one win away. Oh, my God. I'm sweating. I am sweating right now. This means something to me from Hop. Appreciate the follows. Let's go, Knicks Nation. Let's go, man. Mike says 1 win away. Let's effing go. Let's effing go. Mac Jean says Wemby looks mad. Bruh. Who's in your head now, buddy? Don't touch the money too soon, Wemby. Don't touch the money too soon. Golden boy Victor Wembanyama. NBA, it's clear what the agenda is. I don't got to go down that route. We all know in the chat. We all know in TikTok. We all know what the agenda is with Wemby. Picks up another flagrant, and it's funny because if the NBA gave him a flagrant for that Jalen Brunson mush, he would not be playing in Game 5. Funny how that works. Here we are. Who cares? Despite all that, and yes, the referees, that's a subject that I'll get into a little later. I just thought the Knicks just couldn't really figure out this Spurs defense, and the Spurs offensively, the Knicks couldn't really figure them out offensively, and they were hitting everything. Everything. A lot of people in the chat are saying De'Aaron Fox sold the game. Yes, he did. He sold. He sold. Thank you, De'Aaron. Thank you. After hitting a big shot in Game 3, he actually hit a big shot tonight. He sold it for them. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Ass says, I've heard of a crazy like a fox, but not stupid like a fox. Joel says, I'm not sleeping today. I'm not sleeping today. How do we sleep, man? Chris is in the building. What's going on, Chris? Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. And then... oh, my God, ladies. Like, Lewis, we're here. The New York Knicks just did the unthinkable, man. Coming back from 29 down. This team never quits. This team never lays down. You punch them in the mouth, they can go another round. They can go more rounds. You get them down by 20, they don't blink. That is a connected basketball team in which we're watching right now. OG Anunoby said it at the end of his post game. We're connected. We believe in one another. We trust one another. We believe. In his post-game exit interview, no smile on his face. Because you know why? Because the job isn't done. Because we got one more to go. But OG Anunoby, man. You are a god. I bow down to you, sir. You've been incredible. Hamstring injury got us nervous. But that is why the New York Knicks and Leon Rose made him the highest contract signing in Knicks history. That is why. And to think some people called it overrated. Some people call that contract an overpay. Some people call that Knicks OG Anunoby contract an overpay. You're paying OG Anunoby that much money, $200+ million? Well, if the New York Knicks win one more game, you can take those comments and shove it. Oh my God. Chris says this doesn't feel real. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't. Ronald said, congrats. Yes. Three Geminis in the household, Ronald. My wife also. 3 Geminis in the household. Loud and clear. Come on. Oh, let's go. Come on. One more. I'm getting hyped now. Wemby. In your head. Punk. Soft. One more. Come on. Let's go, Knicks Nation. We deserve this. Oh, my God. Should I talk about the game at all? Should I talk about how it started? How it I'm going to need another shower. I took a shower before the game. I'm going to need another one. How do you sleep? You don't. You don't. If you're working tomorrow, call out. Call out. If you're working tomorrow, call out. Next day. I have to recover from that. Let's go, Knicks Nation. One more. Man, oh, man. Final score, man. 107-106, ladies and gentlemen. And, oh, my God. To think that we can end this in San Antonio is just even sweeter. 86 Smurf says it feels like a dream, man. It feels like a dream. Look, we're up 3-1. So it's first to 4. Spurs are a good team, right? Spurs are a really good team. But like the Cleveland Cavaliers in game 1, how do you come back for this? How do you emotionally come back from this? Right? But if there's a team to do so, I would think it would be San Antonio. So I'm trying to get into my Kobe Bryant mode where the job isn't done and we got one more to go. But right now, I'm definitely going to enjoy this one because it is true. We do have one more to go and the work isn't done because it's first to 4, right? But you're in a good spot. The San Antonio Spurs have to win 3 straight games to win the NBA championship. You just put yourself in such a position to win a Okay, I can't even say it. Because I can't believe it. I can't even say it, man. Wow. Cat got a tip on that last Spurs inbounds. They put Cat. Look, this world. Yeah, man. They put Karl-Anthony Towns on the ball on the inbound play. Let me play this. Let me play the OG Anunoby video. You know. Yeah, we got to see it. And the funny thing is, I recorded a video, but you don't really see the shot. I put it on the Instagram account. You don't really see the shot, the OG Anunoby shot, but you hear me screaming. I put it on the Knicks Nation Instagram account. You hear me screaming. I mean, man, oh man. Let me try to get the shot right now. If this thing will load, if my computer will be kind to me. But I'm going to. Oh my God! Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, folks. This is my face. Literally. This is my face. Yuri, please be patient with me. It's probably, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll get to your Discord calls. If you guys want to call in, I'll get to your Discord calls. Please be patient with me. I am just basking. This is literally my face right now. I don't understand how that happened, man. I like. All right. So where do I want to go with this? Almost a backcourt on Alvarado, first of all. Almost a backcourt, but the Spurs, they're probably gonna look back at the film and be like, "Damn, why did we foul Alvarado? We could have went backcourt in that one. Almost a blunder." Joel says, "Let's win in San Antonio how they won in MSG in 1999. Revenge is served." Let's go. I love that. I love that. All right, so it's 105. Let me go to the possession prior to this, right? Where this is the possession where, the Knicks, Vassell on Brunson, nothing really there. Cat doesn't really want the ball. Hockey assist back to Jalen Brunson. And Wemby, I don't know if he got a piece of it, but then the Cat tips it out. And look at this. Look at Fox. Look at OG Anunoby. Sprinted back on this defensive play on De'Aaron Fox. If Fox hits this layup, it's a 3-point game. After Josh Hart got caught ball watching, right? And what's his name? Hit the free throws. Castle. Look at it's the little details like that. That's when Jose Alvarado's like, all right, let's push it up. Spurs foul there. They foul. I like, guys, if the New York Knicks were going, and it sure looked like they were going, I don't know if they win this game. Spurs foul there, and it's like, in my head, I'm like, why? But okay. Right? In my head, I'm like, why are the Spurs fouling here they have a foul to give. They're up 1. With all of their, look at Vassell's like, what are we doing? Why are we fouling? They foul, okay. I guess we're in your head now. So out of the timeout, right? All right, so let's take a timeout. Mike Brown takes the timeout. They foul. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Here's the play. Here's the play right here. Those of you at TikTok, I'm showing the play. So look at this. No one is guarding OG Anunoby. Look at where Jalen Brunson catches his basketball. Right? Look at where the Jalen Brunson catches his basketball. Almost a backcourt. Almost. Wemby's on Brunson. They double Brunson. Brunson pulls up from like 30. And OG's like, yo, I'm open, bro. Pass me the ball. And then he's like, all right. Brunson shoots it. I'm going to sprint to the hoop. Look at this. Oh, my God. Oh my fucking God. And I normally don't like to curse, man, just in case, you guys have, kids in the room, but this Rover said that should have been an and one on OG. Let me see. Let me go back to it. Yo, oh my God. What just happened? Look how high he gets up. Yo, we're up 3-1. And he's screaming. He's telling Cat, yo, let's get a stop. He's telling Cat, let's get a stop. Oh my God, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up, man. Thumbs up in the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys on X, man. This is incredible. This is incredible. My computer's bugging out right now. The New York Knicks are one win away, folks. 1 win away, folks. And here's the final possession. Final possession coming up here. Somebody said Cat got a finger on this. Look at this. And I knew that they ran the same. I believe they ran this same play in one of their other series. They ran the same play, and actually, I think it was the same play, and it worked. It worked for the Spurs. I think, yeah, Cat got a piece of that, man. Look, he trying to flop. He trying to flop. You trying to flop, boy? You trying to flop? Castle, you trying to flop? Look at him trying to flop. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. The New York Knicks are 1 win away, folks. One win away. My God. My God. My God. I like what my God, man. Look at this. Look at it. The hand of OG. Love this, man. Oh my God. I am seeing everything now. I haven't refreshed the timeline, but I'm just Spurs coach says why. Get that shit out, boy. Get that out. You know what I didn't even think of? He could have just dribbled that ball. He could have just dribbled that ball out. Right? I didn't even think, like, he could have just dribbled the ball out. Knicks foul. Right? Then they're going to the free throw line. How do you first of all, what goes through your mind, Fox? You have a layup and OG Anunoby's chasing you. You're up 1 with 12 seconds left. All you have to do is keep the ball. And the Knicks have to foul you. And then you attempt a layup. You attempt a layup? Who's in whose head now, man? Who's in whose head now? That's going to come back to bite them. Sold. Wemby, choke at the free throw line. Choke. Sold. In your head. The San Antonio Spurs made all of their free throws they wouldn't miss. The Spurs wouldn't miss from the free throw line. All night. Mike Breen said that during the game, the Garden was shaking. Madison Square Garden was shaking.
Cool. Knicks basketball. Stay together, being together. And look at this fucking energy, man. This is what we do it for right here. Thank y'all for staying with us.
What just happened?
That's called Knicks basketball. Stay together, being
Let's
together.
go!
Energy, man. This is what we do it for right here. Thank y'all for staying with us.
What just happened?
Let's go! They have no answer for OG Anunoby. They have no answer for him. They have no answer for OG Anunoby. They can't guard him. You can't guard him. Buzzer Beater says, biggest choke job of all time. To think that happened in the NBA Finals. Castro says, yo, Nation, let me hit some of your comments now. Man, I missed a lot of your comments in the chat, and I apologize. You know I like to get to you guys, man. I apologize. Joel says, let's win in San Antonio like they won in 99. Let's go, Joel. Just Rover said, it should have been an and one. Let me get to these earlier comments. Mr. Eno, I missed his super chat. Mr. Eno with the super chat says, hi, Anthony. What's your boy's first name? Anthony, go Knicks. Boy's first name is Cameron. That's my boy's first name, Cameron. Should have named him Jalen. I should have named him OG. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Your New York Knicks are 1 win away from winning an NBA title. 1 win away from winning an NBA title. To even utter those words is remarkable. But like I said, to start this game, look, you know that the referees were going to call this a tight game, right? So the Karl-Anthony Towns hook on Wemby, they reviewed it. I thought Wemby could have did a better job at taking his arm out, but you know he's Wemby, so he's going to do those things. But he didn't. Cat picks up 2 fouls. The Knicks have to go to like 3 centers in the first quarter. Right? 3 centers. And Hukporty, Sohan, Mike Brown's just scrambling, right? Scrambling to find anything because Cat with the fouls, right? And it sucks. It's unfortunate. But you know, if we're like, I know a lot of you like, I'm not thrilled with the referees, right? But I'm not thrilled with the referees. But I know they got a tough job to do. But to think that they reviewed that and called Cat for his second foul is stupid to me. But anyway, so I thought the Knicks kept creeping back in the game, right? They kept creeping back in the game, and I even wrote down some momentum killers that I thought were going to be like the bane of their like the killers, right? So look, Mitch picks up the flagrant, right? The message was sent. Alvarado tries to pick up one. The message was sent. And as a Knicks fan, honestly, that's kind of all we wanted. I mean, like Draymond said it at the end, like you kind of want to just send a message. Message sent from Mitch. And Mitchell Robinson's missing a lot of stuff around the rim. You could tell his hands bothering him. Mitch, I thought, all 4 from the free throw line. But in that, like, key possessions there in that fourth quarter, obviously defensively from Mitchell Robinson. And look, the Knicks really didn't get, besides Alvarado, the Knicks haven't really been getting anything over these last 2 games from their bench, right? Shamit's turned into, he hasn't been playing well in the last couple especially. And to be honest with you, I even said it like on X, like Alvarado's been like a real surprise off the bench for us because fearless. You can't teach that. And to think that was a trade deadline last minute move, and it's just to show you like those little moves like that, acquiring Jose Alvarado at the trade deadline, because he is New York. Like a game like tonight, I don't think we win this game without Alvarado's presence in that fourth quarter. Not just his presence, but that other ball handler, because Deuce is playing like garbage. Clarkson, the minutes that he had tonight were bad after the good minutes in game 3. Mitch, and Alvarado, he hits some, like the 3 he hit in the corner, that was a big 3, man, right in front of the Spurs bench. That's a big 3, and he's not afraid of Wemby. He's a little bunny rabbit. He's a little he'll dribble the ball in and out the paint, weaving around, breaking down the defense where the Spurs are like the little stuff like that the Knicks don't have off the bench, right? And Alvarado brings that other presence. So Mikal, I didn't think that it was a Mikal Bridges type of game. I just think that, the past couple especially, he's been shying away from the contact. You could tell when Wemby's in the paint, he doesn't want to get in the paint, fading away on a lot of shots that he was making. And Mike Brown, he's not afraid to go away from him, which Mike Brown has shown throughout the entire playoffs. Not afraid to go away from him, right? Not afraid to go away from Josh Hart. After the Josh Hart, look, if anyone is thanking OG Anunoby tonight, it's Josh, right? If anyone is thanking OG Anunoby tonight, especially, it's Josh Hart. Josh Hart, wide open layup to put the Knicks up 1. Missed it because he heard the feet of Castle. And then on the other end, he gets caught ball watching, fouls Castle, that allows him to go to the free throw line and put the Spurs back up. And I'm like that like those plays right there were so deflating to me, like kind of like momentum killers. But again, they don't quit, they don't fight, they don't lay down, right? Like they literally treat every possession like it's game 7. Like that's what they do. Spurs relaxed, man. I guarantee you the San Antonio Spurs went into the locker room and were laughing it up at halftime, watching Wu-Tang, listening to them, laughing it up. Oh, we got this. We good. We're in their head. Flagrant on Mitch. Alvarado's trying to pick me up. Ha, ha, ha. We got this. We good. Yeah, 2-2 headed back to San Antonio. You see what happens when you relax against this Knicks team? You see what happens? To think that this New York Knicks team have done this twice now in the playoffs is insane. Think about it. When we win one more, and I'm saying when, not if, because I feel confident now. I'm like so confident. This will probably go down as one of the greatest finals run in NBA history. Seriously. No lie. No joke. So, shout out to the chat. Appreciate the follows. Wow. You guys have been incredible tonight. All right, let's hit up the Discord. I know Yuri. I know you guys want to speak. I don't think I got to change this Spurs win. I got to change this Spurs win game 3 graphic. Hold on, let me get to Yuri and then we can go from there. Yuri, do you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yuri, what you got tonight on this glorious night?
What I got for you. How about Wemby? Who's in your head now? Cocky son of a bitch. No, dude, you pissed me. You pissed me off tonight. 29 points. Can I repeat that one more time? 29 points.
Yep, say it again.
29 points.
That's what we
do.
do.
One more time?
That's what we do.
29 points.
Yuri, fix Yuri, where you at? You fix your audio for me. You sound like a little equity on your side. Fix your audio for me. Fix your audio for me. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah, hit up the. Let's go, Isaiah, while Yuri fixes his audio.
Oh my God!
Let's go, Isaiah.
Bro,
Let's go.
I was crying, man. I can't do this. I can't do this, and this team knows how to make me emotional and stressed out. I'm trying not to be surprised, but I am about this comeback because I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see it happen. I was so dead in the water. I was so mad, so angry. I kept watching. I was like. And then once it started down, I'm like, oh my God, this team's going to do this. This team's really going to do this. And they did it. How do they keep doing this, Ant? How? How do they keep doing this?
Hard, man.
It makes no sense. They're defying logic. They're literally defying logic. It shouldn't be possible what they're doing. It should not be possible.
But it is. Choke. Let's go. One more.
To all the people that complained about the contract we signed OG, this is for you. You guys look so stupid. And I heard all the analysts, you guys overpaid for Anunoby. This is a bad contract. How is it a bad contract when he does that? How? He was 7 of 9 in the entire second half. OG only missed 2 shots the whole second half, guys. Are you kidding me?
Insane.
OG Anunoby. I can't.
Insane.
OG Anunoby, man. He should win Finals MVP.
I hear it in your voice. You're you're lost for words like me. Like honestly, it's honestly where we're at right now. The comebacks, that especially the night after what we just did. I mean, it's insane, Isaiah. Like
it shouldn't be sustainable. It shouldn't be. But this team is doing it.
They're doing it. They're doing it. You know, against the Cavs, they did it. They did it. You know, tonight. It's honestly, it's something that even if you were writing a book, you don't even you couldn't have scripted it like this, man, because it doesn't happen. Right? It doesn't happen. Teams don't come back from 29 in the NBA Finals. Matter of fact, it never happened. Then the stuff doesn't happen.
Nope. It was 0 before this tonight. It was 0 of 96 when a team was shown by 17 or more points. Well, 1 in 96. Oh, was it 1 in 97? Whatever. I don't care. Well, the first team to ever do it.
Look at that.
First thing to ever do it.
Look at that. Boom.
I can't believe this, man.
Let's go. Isaiah, man.
And last thing too. My birthday's Saturday.
Let's go.
I turned 21 on Saturday. This could be the greatest birthday ever if they can close it out on Saturday.
Ooh.
That would be a great birthday gift. How's my audio now?
Your audio's fine. Isaiah, man. Happy. Yeah, hopefully we do it. Hopefully we do it on your birthday. Let's go.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Appreciate the call, Isaiah. Yuri, your audio's
okay. Let's try this again. Wemby, you are a cocky son of a bitch. Choke on that lead. Go. Choke on it.
Oh man.
Your ass got laid the fuck out tonight.
I love you. Look,
you got laid.
It was coming for him.
Jose.
It was coming from him, and it came. Look, in the second half, 8 points, 3 of 14, minus 27. Biggest choke job in NBA Finals history. After doing that little in your head nonsense in the first quarter.
And this team didn't give up. They didn't give up. That was Knicks basketball. What we saw in that second half, that's New York Knicks basketball.
Let's go. Right?
And get this. Now it's in their heads. Now San Antonio's in their own heads. They just choked the biggest lead in the NBA Finals. They got to dwell on that for 2 days.
2 days.
You got the biggest psychological warfare. And Bear, I'm talking to you later.
Yuri.
But back to what I was saying before.
Yeah, what else you got, Yuri?
Suck on it, San Antonio. All the Twitters I saw. Suck on it, Adam Silver, you money-grubbing piece of crap. Okay, I'm done.
Appreciate you, Yuri. Appreciate you. I see we got Iron. Iron had to make an appearance. Let's see what Iron has to say. Iron, you are live on the Knicks Nation post-game show. Let's just...
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Hibernation was rough, this one, man. But, I don't come often, man. Can y'all hear me okay? We good, 10 by 10?
We good. Loud and clear.
All right, homie. Let's keep it a buck. I was feeling this type of way after game 2. And Yuri, my boy Yuri, my little brother, mentioned that. He was like, oh, I don't have to play my best game. I just have to play an average game, and we'll be fine. And and better. And the glaze on Wemby has been crazy. And look, man, all respect due, because we've seen the Bowles, we've seen the Manute Bowles, we've seen the Sean Bradleys, big old giant guys who can barely walk and chew gum at the same time. So his natural athleticism is a gift. But if you put Wemby in a 6'6" body, he's barely in the league. He's coming off bench. Let's keep it a buck. All right. And we shown and proved that we are not ones to be trifled with or to be taken lightly. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times do we have to make history this playoffs? If it's not the winning streak, it's the greatest comeback. It's no matter what happens, no matter how far we are down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is New York. This is what we do. While y'all sleeping, we eating. Y'all celebrating, we grinding. That's what we do. This is who we are as a collective. And allow me to say this, I don't think we've played our best game collectively yet.
Nope.
We have not seen the best of this Knicks squad. Every time we need someone to come through, like no one's even talking about Jose, my man, Viva Puerto Rico all
Let's
day.
go, Jose!
Like, come on, son.
Jose!
Come on, son.
Jose!
Dude is like, you can walk down the street. Jose would look like any other dude on the block.
From the Bronx.
He's
Yep.
barely 6 foot on a good day. But the grind, the hustle, the heart. I mean, come on, man. When are we gonna get, like, I was listening to the post-game show and Charles is like, well, they took 8 3-pointers in a row and they, like, when do we get the respect that we are due? When are people gonna say, wow, this New York Knicks team is a reincarnation of the 04 Pistons? You know, like that team with Chauncey and the Wallace boys and Tayshaun Beat, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Shaq and Kobe with Rick Fox and all them. Beat them clean. And we're doing the same thing, clean. We, you know, everybody was talking about the officials in game 3. I didn't call in because I was like, we lost that game. We were feeling ourselves. We was riding high.
Yep.
But we came through. We took it on the chin, son, because that's what we do in New York.
Yep.
We can take an L. But make no mistake, we're going to catch you on that get back. And that's all I got to say.
Let's
Man,
go.
thank you for guiding us through this season, young boy.
Let's
You
go.
did great. Shout out to this chat, greatest chat, the most knowledgeable fans in all of YouTube. And I will be here. I will come out of hibernation for y'all because this is what I live for. I just turned 50 on May 6th. I've seen
Happy
4
belated, bro.
giant Super Bowls.
Yep.
I even saw the Rangers win in 94. Yeah, I'm a black man and I watch hockey, deal with it. And
That's okay.
I've seen my Yankees kill. But I've always wanted to see our Knicks, B.
Now it's the Knicks' turn.
Just one time, B. And we're finally getting it. And not only are we doing it, we're doing it while being in the history books. 26 years from now, kid, when you're talking to your kids, when little one is grown, you're going to be talking about this series, about this year. So Knicks fans, enjoy. Drinks are on me.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo,
Shout out to
Iros, take your
Iron,
call,
man.
bro.
Let's go, man. Hell of a call. Shout out to the calls tonight. Hell of a call from Iron. Drinks on Iron. I don't know how we get Iron's information. I mean, that sounds kind of. I'll take him up on that offer. Yo, oh my God. 1 win away of Knicks Nation. 1 win away. 29-point comeback. OG Anunoby, star of the show, man. Star of the show. And I'm seeing all the press conferences right now. Wembanyama says it hurts. I'm seeing Iman Shumpert outside of Madison Square Garden celebrating. I saw Lamar Jackson outside of Madison Square Garden celebrating. We will remember this day for the rest of our lives, literally. The OG Anunoby putback. The OG Anunoby putback. The OG Anunoby putback, ladies and gentlemen. And to think that we're 1 win away, and I don't care about all the hoopla, the Spurs talking. I got Castle saying prior to the game that we're going to win 3 straight now. How's that looking like, buddy? How's that looking like? Wemby saying we're in your head. Choke job Wemby in the second half, buddy. Golden boy Wemby. Golden boy, the NBA's golden child. They're little precious. They're little precious, my little Wemby. My little Wemby. My little Wemby. I don't want them to hurt you, Wemby. Against it all. And I say all that to say, like Iron said, the Knicks still haven't played their best game yet, and they're up 3-1. We haven't even played a good game. Like, it hasn't looked like the Cavs series. It hasn't looked like the Philly series, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it looks. It matters within the win column. It matters how it looks in the win column. 3-1. You know, despite the coddling from Wemby, despite all that, you know, he's one flagrant away from being suspended. Should have been suspended for Game 5, but that's neither here or there, right? It is what it is. It is what it is. And it's funny, all of the NBA world sees it. The X timeline, I see it. And a lot of reporters didn't agree with that cat call. I didn't agree with that cat call. Knicks definitely needed to play better, but I feel like to start this game, the New York Knicks let the Towns second foul and they let the revenge on Wemby get in their head, and they forgot, like, bro, we're in the NBA Finals, and they forgot, like, oh, we need to focus now. And I think at halftime, whatever was said, right, whatever the speech was said, whether it was Jalen Brunson, whether it was Mike Brown, whether it was, you know, Karl-Anthony Towns, whatever was said resonated in this group in the second half, right? Because we know as Knicks fans, right, 20-point lead, I'm sitting there like, bro, let's just get it. Let's get it to 15. Let's get it to 10. These leads evaporate in a blink if you're facing the Knicks. They evaporate in a blink. That's what they do. That's what Knicks do. So if anyone's trying to take this win away from the New York Knicks, saying the Spurs lost this game, or that did the Spurs lose this game, or did the Knicks take it? Don't care. 3-1. Don't care, man. And if you don't know how this is happening, if you're not a Knicks fan and on the outside looking in and a hater and all you want to do is shit and crap on the New York Knicks, one more into the ultimate FU to those people. That's all it takes. Chris says, is this real? Insane. One more win. Wemby probably wishes he was suspended for Game 5 now. Let's go Knicks, chat. Let's go Knicks, man. I don't like. Should we get to Mike Brown, ladies and gentlemen, or like, man, oh man, these interviews are gonna hit. These freaking where is OG? Let's get to the man of the hour, man. OG should be solo at the podium. Solo at the podium. Where is he? I know he had the interview at the end of the game. Oh, they didn't get to him yet. All right, so let's go to Mikey.
For you on the bench, what's that like for the guys? And as you're going in and out of timeouts and stoppages of play there?
It was a little tough. I couldn't see much. And I say that because, like, Fat Joe's sitting there with all these chains on. And every time he jumped up, the freaking lights with those chains, they blinded me. So it was a little hard. Fat Joe, keep wearing the chains because you look smooth. But you can't replace this crowd, man. I mean, the building's already electric. But during a run like that, to see, you know, people like Fat Joe and all the others just enjoying themselves out of basketball, you know, just being human, jumping up and down, high-fiving, screaming. The vibe is just, it's hard to describe. And the energy in the crowd had a lot to do with our comeback, too. It was fantastic.
The crowd in that first half, man, you could hear a pin drop. It felt like a crowd in February, man, because the Knicks just didn't give him anything to cheer for, right? Than they did in the second half.
I was trying to bring physicality, you know, because that's one of the biggest things we will always talk about, especially after film and all that. So I do the best I can.
Shout out to Mitch, man. Shout out to Mitch. Had to be done. Had to be done, sir.
Mental roller coaster of this game, from the first half to the second half to the crowd getting in it and kind of going through it with you?
Man, shout out to our fans, man. They stuck with us. It was an ugly game. We didn't bring it in the first half.
Nope.
but they stuck with us. They stayed in them seats and they kept cheering for us and they kept finding ways to give us energy. And you know, this is a testament to them. You know, the grit, the resiliency, the way of New York. You know, and we from the mud found a way to get it done in the second half. And
hold on, let me play mine one more time. I got to, man.
From the first half,
I got to.
G shot is going to go down. That offensive rebound is going to go down as one of the greatest in NBA history. So
right hand from God.
Yeah.
Right hand to God.
What does it say about him as a player to come up big in that way in that moment?
I mean, that's OG though.
Yeah, he been doing this whole playoff run. You know, shout out to him for being crashing the board and doing something special. You know.
Man, that's what every time we in the game with OG, third quarter, second quarter, whatever, he may not be feeling like he's playing his best. Every time I talk to him, I say, you know, I already know what OG Anunoby's going to do in the fourth quarter. He did exactly what I thought he would do. He gave us a chance to win, and that's all you could ask for from the best two-way player in the NBA.
The best two-way player in the NBA, that's for damn sure, ladies and gentlemen. First team all defense, he got robbed, by the way. First team all defense.
Mike Brown came out here and applauded Jose. And I don't know who, but some people joined in. There was applause for you in this room like 15 minutes ago. You came in, looked at the crowd and said, wow, special. Talk about being in this room right now, what you see, what you feel.
It's crazy, you know. So 2026 finals behind me, you know. Just to be part of the journey is amazing, you know. I appreciate, you know, Coach and everybody, you know, giving me my flowers. But this is what I worked hard for, you know, to be in moments like this and shine with it. So I'm glad it went our way today, and you know, I definitely remember this for the rest of my life. But you know, next game, this is the next game, man. You know, we gotta worry about, you know, when we play over there.
One more, 0-0. That's the thing. Like, how can you go from that to 0-0? Right? It's like, man.
Not a person's left, and it's just complete craziness out there.
I mean, I was obviously ecstatic. I missed that block out at the end. Castle got the 2 free throws and went up. And then I wasn't in on that last play, so I'm just in there just, you know, hoping my guys make a play. And OG, he's been amazing, you know, since he's got here. This whole playoff run has been amazing, and both sides of the ball. And you know, he's a winning player, and he made a winning play.
Questions out on the floor, just kind of what was it like?
Knicks Nation, we still got one more. You know, we still got one more. You will always remember tonight. Always remember tonight. 3-1. Now we go back to San Antonio, and like how do the Spurs recover from that, right? That's what we're trying to figure out now. And if you're the Knicks, your eyes are on the prize, because you can either close it out in San Antonio on Saturday, or you can close it out in Game 6 in Madison Square Garden, where the building will, man, I mean, just to think about the prices, right? If it had like, but I in Game 6, I would expect them to close it out on Saturday. But I don't expect the Spurs to lay down. I don't expect them to lay down. But this one has to feel, they have to be on a flight in like an hour feeling like, man, like no matter what we do, we can try to talk ourselves into, we're the better team, we should be up this, we should be up that. But you're down 3-1, right? You're down 3-1. So I have to get the man of the hour, OG Anunoby. The interview. De'Aaron Fox just said he thought he was going to be able to outrun OG Anunoby.
Thought I'd be able to outrun him. That's it. How do you guys have him scored? Try to get a layup, get up three. You know.
Bruh. Okay.
What did this building feel like? You took the lead in the fourth quarter. What did this building feel like to you? We know what it felt like for us. What did it feel like for you?
It's electric. There's nothing like it. I mean, you see the fans, best fans in the world. It's amazing.
Let's go, man. That's the most you're going to get out of OG Anunoby, and I don't care, man. This dude is, honestly, what Kat said is true. One of the best two-way players in the NBA. He has proven just how valuable he is. Just how valuable he is. A lot of Knicks fans said the Knicks will not win a championship without OG Anunoby. They won't. His health has been a question, but he just proved tonight as to why. He is a force offensively. His threes, ever since, the first game back from that hamstring injury, he seems like he's got his rhythm back. And the Spurs, honestly, they have no answer for him. They have no answer for him. Look at this. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen. Loud and Clear says the Spurs don't recover. They don't. Chris says they asked OG how does he feel to hit the game-winning shot. It's cool. Loud and Clear says you make San Antonio's arena probably 50-50. Guarantee you now there's a lot of Knicks fans hoping to go to San Antonio to watch that. That building will be probably what you said. It probably would be 50-50. Everyone's traveling over there because literally that could be the game Saturday night. Could be the game. And to think if you do it on Saturday night, I don't even think the National Guard is enough. Hello. Oh, my computer just went out for some reason. Computer just went out. All right, bear with me 1 second if you're still live in the chat. Give me a second. Oh, we're live. Okay. My bad, people. I don't know what just happened. We're live. We're still live. Yeah, yo. No lie. If we win it on Saturday, the military might need to be called. Like, I'm not even joking with you. The military might need to be called. Like, Saturday night winning inside Madison Square Garden. On a Saturday, in San Antonio, the city will probably need some time to recover. Like one more, Knicks fans. We can only think, we can only imagine, but yeah, I'm good now. My monitor just went out for a second, so I'm like live on my laptop right now. But look, man, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the new subscribers. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Man. Chris says job's not done. Knicks got to have that killer mentality. Got to. Spurs got greedy and they tried to win by 50 points. Fell into the trap. Yeah, they kept shooting threes. The threes that they were hitting in the first half, they were missing. Right? In the second half. And the Knicks' defensive intensity, they felt the Garden. Mike Breen said the Garden was shaking in the second half. So if the Garden's shaking, the San Antonio Spurs are probably shaking in their boots as well. Like, they probably have, literally, no lie, Wemby looked shook. Missing those free throws, like, he looked shook and he looked tired. Right? Shook and tired. Now, game 5, game 6, if there's a game 6 or if there's a game 7, you get 2 days off in between all of them. So, but you just have one more to go, right? And to think that we can get it done Saturday night and we just might have a party on here after waiting since 1973 to win an NBA championship is just one of those feelings in which you feel like you're dreaming. Like, you feel like you'll, in that moment, like, you feel like you're going to be numb. Like, during the next 48 hours, I'm probably going to be a wreck. Like, I'm not even lying with you. Like, I'm probably just thinking about Saturday, man. Just thinking about Saturday. Like, bro, Saturday we can win a title. Saturday we can win an NBA championship. Like, what is happening right now? So, man, Knicks Nation, we might do it. We will do it. We will do it. It's not you might do it. We will do it. Right? We will do it, guys. And it's been historic, man. It's just been like, being a Knicks fan has been hard, man. I don't want to go down that road again, but it's just been hard, and like, it's just been, you guys know what it feels like. I don't have to go down that road, but look, job isn't done, right? 3-1. We still got one more. Crazier things have happened in the NBA Finals, like we just saw. So Spurs are really good, folks. Hopefully in that second half, the New York Knicks figured out something. They need to get another ball handler out there. Jose Alvarado did just that and gave the Spurs an issue, right? And it's not just Alvarado. It's, other things in the mix of that. It's, Karl Anthony Towns needs to be more aggressive. Jalen Brunson got it going there in that second half after just having nothing going in that first half. But I think the move that Mike Brown made, sticking with Jose in that fourth quarter with 5 fouls. Let's not forget that. Jose Alvarado had 5 fouls. Mike Brown could have took him out, but he was like, no, I like what I see here. Like, I like what I see here from Jose. It's working. And he stuck with it. And that's why, like, remember in the NBA Cup where he put Tyler Kolek in a game next to Jalen Brunson, where the Knicks had 2 ball handlers on the court. Spurs were floundering. Like, when Brunson is on the court by himself, they load up on him, and they're picking him up full court. The Knicks are setting a screen at half court with, like, 10 seconds to go in a shot clock, and I'm just like, they're taking so long to get into their offense, and it's slowing things down. They're throwing grenades around. So in game 5, if you hit them early, which we haven't done, right? Another game where we fall down by double digits in the first quarter. If you hit them early, it's GG's, man. If you hit them early. And I think we will do that. I think we should do that, and I think we will win on Saturday. Appreciate you guys in the chat, man. 1 a.m. I'm going to get off this thing. Hit up the Instagram at Knicks Nation. You guys are incredible. What a game. What a win. One more. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.